Hey there YouTube, Mr. Self-Destruct here, and this is my Minecraft survival world and my village, which I have called Meadowbluff. I'm currently in my hot air balloon that sits above my creeper farm, and this is my village. It extends over here from the church, across the bridge. I've got some stuff built on the other side of the river there, all the way around to where this fence goes. A little while ago, I had a part of my village my world got corrupted, and I had to revert to an earlier save. I lost probably 4 or 5 buildings that were along this shoreline. I lost, right here, there was a bee sanctuary where I got my honey, and I had a wall going all the way down this shoreline to here with a small bridge connecting to this wall. And where this glass tube is coming out of the water, I had a ship that was on top of that. And underneath there is actually where my main storage area is. And I would just drop through the top of the ship and access it that way. And all of that went away when I had to revert to an earlier save, so make sure you save and back up your world frequently so you don't have this issue. I had considered rebuilding those things, but I really wasn't motivated to build the same thing I'd already built again, so anyway, coming down here, this is I guess what I would call the entrance into my village. This area back here, this is where my son's been building. But yeah, here we go. Here's the wall coming in here, and you can access all parts of the wall. Got little areas here ready for villagers. I actually haven't opened up this part of my village yet to villagers, but that's why I was building the wall and all that kind of stuff to kind of keep them in. There's a lot of things that aren't entirely complete over here. This tower, I never did finish that, but kind of determined my border, because this structure here, it sits right on top of a spider farm, which you can access going down there. We won't go down there. It's just a boring spider farm. It hadn't been decorated. I haven't made it pretty or anything like that. But yeah, this is this little area here. This structure here. This is my dripstone farm, and it's 2 levels. Just automatic dripstone farm. You come up here, and the same thing up here at the top. Got a minecart running down there that picks up everything and drops all the pointed dripstone in here so I can make my block. This is more of the later part of my village. This here is my villager trading hall, I guess like the city hall. Just trying to learn how to build diagonal. This is probably one of my first diagonal builds, but I've got most of the villagers that I need in here. I got my clerics, where I can sell them my rotten flesh. I got all my masons. All my librarians, a couple shepherds back here. And I try to put little signs up here letting me know quickly what I'm going to be getting from these guys. And I got more of them over here and down there. I believe each wing, 3, 4, 5, 6, each wing holds, looks like 12 villagers. Then down here is the map of my village. So yeah, this is where they are destined to live for the rest of their lives. This here is my moss farm. I haven't really... What I typically do is I'll build a farm and I'll try just to build a structure around it to try to make it look less like a farm. This is where I go in to get everything I need. But I got a little porch here you can hang out on. That's where the magic happens. Come over here. Flip the switch and it does what it does. I'm not a redstone genius. I'm no mumbo jumbo. I have no idea where I found this design. It was online and it works amazingly. I changed some of it just so that I had more things going to the composter to get me my bone meal. Gotta love that sound. This building here, this is my pumpkin and my watermelon farm. Most of the inside hasn't really been decorated. I think I decorated the bottom floor, maybe. Yeah. This one's decorated. Yeah, I haven't done a whole lot here. Need to empty those things out, but it's just a basic watermelon and pumpkin farm. I guess we'll go this way. Enderman. These are just, I wanted to kind of block this area off so once I open it up to villagers they wouldn't be able to escape through there. Just some little shops and things like that. This is my vine farm. Which basically, come here, get your shears, and you can snip everything. And there's hoppers down here that anything you don't pick up will just get deposited into that chest for you. This was my goal board. And this is there's the hot air balloon I started out at. This is actually my creeper farm. And it's one of those hourglass shaped creeper farms with a couple cats. And I didn't really like how that looked, so I built like a little farm with a silo. And this is where I do all my my regular farming. I used to have one of those ones that you push the water down and you collect all your stuff, but I don't know what it is. I just like going through and manually farming my crops. But coming in here, this is where I store everything. I got a composter here so I can make my bone meal. And just storage up here for, you know, haylofts and stuff like that. This chest here, what I usually do is I'll just take everything out of my inventory, dump it here. I'll leave my hoe, and I'll just go out and do all my farming. We'll go ahead and make it daytime, and we'll head to the other side. So this is all, I guess, what I would consider the newer part of the village. This is the original wall that I had separating everything, and from beyond that point, villagers have access to all of that area. We'll access that from a different way here in a minute. We'll go across this little bridge I made over here. So I had plans of making, probably ending the village on this side, like right here, with some kind of structure. I never got around to it. Let's see. Oops. Good thing I got a creeper farm. This right here is just a little small cactus farm. I don't even know if you can see. You can probably see. Yeah, it's just your basic cactus farm. Pretty simple. Go on, buddy. When I planned out this village, my previous worlds, I've always had like a... Hey, what's going on? I'm filming a video here. A central storage area, and I noticed that I would spend most of my time in that area. So this world, I wanted it so that I had to move around to different places to get different materials I wanted. This was just a villager house. This right here is my clay farm. It's where I drop off my mud, and it dries out, turns to clay, and I can either smelt it into brick or whatever I need to do with that. Excuse me, guys. Just passing through. This right here is my sea pickle farm. It's not super efficient, and I think it's because I have I don't know if it's bamboo or sugarcane up there that automatically gets converted to bone meal, and I don't even, oh yeah, I remember how to work it. Yeah, there we go. Right there. Make my sea pickles. Uses up a lot of bone meal, but I have a lot of different bone meal farms, so it's not too big of a deal. This building here is my mud farm, and I can't remember where I got this design. It might have been Nuvola, and I just built a structure around it. I changed the design just a little bit, but basically I clear out all the mud, come over here with dirt, place it here, and the piston goes ahead and pushes it, converts it to mud. What I did change was, since I'm placing the blocks here, turning it to mud, I can't see when it gets to the end. And if I place a block right here, it's just going to start spitting out water bottles everywhere and breaking the farm. So once it got here, I had it to where it turned on this light and let me know, okay, you've got one more row that you can place, and don't hit that piston, otherwise you're going to have a mess over here. But it tends to work out alright. What in the world is going on here? Guys, don't you got a job to do, man? Alright, this right here, bamboo farm. It's just your typical little farm. This is an unfinished build that I kind of got bored of and just let it stay. This is my tree farm, I guess. I plant saplings here, usually like in a row, and just kind of let them grow up. And then I come through, mine everything, food. I mine everything here, and what I like about this is I've got these mine carts that I don't have to wait and pick up all the saplings, or if I miss a log, it'll go ahead and pick those up for me. And generally, I have this little apple stand here. I'll just toss apples in here, so if I ever need them, I know where to come grab them. And this is my lumber yard. Got a log going through here getting processed. But this is basically where I would keep all my different types of wood. Little house for the villagers to chill out in. And this building really has no purpose, but it's more or less just, I guess, apartments or whatever for more places for villagers to sleep. I've got this little area here. Got a couple buddies hanging out on bamboo rafts. And I never did make access to it, I don't think. Right here is my slime farm. It's kind of a ruined bridge. Little design. Oh wow. Yep. Need to process those, I guess. That's where all my slime ends up going. We'll go back onto the other side. Now this is going into the older part of the village. Guess we'll start on this side. This is that wall I showed you guys that separates the old part of the village with the villagers and the new side. So I got the creeper farm up there, and that's the actual creeper farm. All the gunpowder gets diverted over to this house, and this is my rocket shop. Don't get down here. This is where my creepers meet their demise, and all their drops end up getting dumped into these chests here. And I made a tiny little sugarcane farm here, just in case I needed paper or whatever for rockets. Got sand in case I want to make some TNT. This is my iron farm. It's another, I believe it's a Nuvula build. And I come down here to get all my drops from this. Before my world got corrupted, I had come in here, removed all these chests, put an auto crafter in, and it was automatically crafting. Just emptied that out for the main storage room. Yeah, that's another thing that ended up going away. So here's a little house I made for my armor smith and the leather smith. This is where he comes and hangs out and works. I also dump any armor that I've picked up. I kind of keep it in here. I use it mainly if I have like an armor stand that I want to have for a decoration. I know where to go to grab any armor that I might want. And upstairs from him, this is where the leathersmith hangs out. Got a couple brown banners here that kind of like leather drawing. Yeah, those guys just chilling up there. Oop, wrong way. This was my library. This is the original place I had all my librarian villagers. Got kind of cramped in here, but yeah, they've all been zombified. And I had started making a map here back in the day with the village. I don't know why Endermen love hanging out on that stairwell. And back here was my original enchanting table setup. Close the door. Not born in the barn. So this building, I don't know what to think about this one. I made it way too big. It's my sniffer farm. And trust me, there's 3 or 4 sniffers in there. Yeah. They're constantly making me all this stuff. I mean, I've got so many of them. I got these shulkers full of them. Yeah, they hang out there, and I'll plant these, and this is your typical automatic or semi-automatic. farm for me to harvest those. This was my bakery. Got a little bit of seating area here. And I don't think I did a whole lot upstairs. Now, I'm a horrible upstairs builder. Basically just beds for my villagers to lay in because I have a crazy overpopulation problem. I made a little pond here to fill in some space. This right here, I like the color scheme on this one. This is the cartographer's house. So anything I find that's related to them, I'll kind of dump here. A little place for them to sleep. And it also has come down here, I've got like a little landing. And I don't know how these guys keep getting out. They're escaping somehow. But yeah, a little dock so I can sail away if I would like to. This was originally my village breeder, and I had thoughts of turning it into like a florist type house to, showcase all the different flowers and that kind of thing. There's really nothing done on the inside of this one, so we'll just move on. My chicken coop. Yeah, eggs just floating because, yeah. I only have a few chickens in there too. They produce a lot of eggs. This building here, this is where I initially would put just different tools and weapons and stuff that I had. All the hose that I got from the ancient city. Got a bunch of ender pearls here. So that's that. This building here, I don't like how it looks, but it's pretty functional. This is where I make all my potions. I throw empty water bottles here. They go up into a automatic water bottle filler. And they come in here, and basically I just push the button for whatever material that I would need for whatever potion, and it'll go ahead and brew it for me. It's kind of cool because there's a lot of stuff, a lot of junk that just makes a really good place to store that kind of thing. And if I forget, I have all the different recipes and stuff right here, so I can figure that out. Got some extra nether wart growing. Got another little farm here. Like that. This is my original starter house. First build in this world. It's basically just been converted now into a little villager house. And underneath here, this is where I would do all my early game smelting with my lava farm and little water farm, because why not? This is my first farm. It's been pretty destroyed by iron golems and villagers. And I don't know why villagers always get stuck on here, so I had to open up all these gates and kind of, so they'll walk off of there so I can actually pass through the bridge. That's just another little farm I made for the villagers to take care of with a windmill. But back to that bridge. Eventually the villagers will come here and they'll kind of go down the water. And I have it so that there's a little path where they can go through here, and then they can come back up in this side of the world. I got that lava there because a lot of iron golems would get stuck and block their passage. So that's to get rid of the golems. This is just an ugly building full of houses. Or not houses, full of beds for the villagers. We'll go down there in a little while. Again, this is just basically villager housing. This is my loading dock. Where all the fishermen hang out. I had plans of putting ships here. And like I said at the beginning of the video, this glass tube right here, I did have one ship that had already been built. I got a little crane lifting up some granite. Storage for different wares that the ships unload. And this here is kind of a big market. And I got the Fletcher's house. Here, I guess a farmer too. They come out here, they work on their arrows. Little target practice. This right here was my, or is my stonemason's house. And that leads into the mine. But this is where I would store all my different types of stone, or whatever else I had. Excuse me, buddy. Just passing through. You need to get a job, man. And here's where I would store basically all my ores. I don't know how much is still in here because I moved a lot downstairs to the storage room. But I would put all my coal here, copper, iron, gold, and diamonds. This is just a either a cobblestone or a stone farm, depending on which pickaxe I use. I won't go all the way down here, but I did make a little amethyst farm because I found this geode. I have this pickaxe here that's not a good pickaxe because I don't want to break those cracked ones or whatever. So yeah, that's where I get that stuff. And right on back up. This is the basically bed and breakfast. I've got a little bar, some seating area, a little jukebox here with my music discs. Then up here was basically just little rooms for my villagers to have a place to sleep. There's a third floor as well. This group of houses, they're all kind of connected. So lots of little areas that they can hang out. This area here, a lot of times, oftentimes I'll get like a lot of these golems just everywhere, and I'll kind of push them and push them down there, and if I hit the button, I can dump lava on top of them. It's just the other side. Where are we at? There's that bridge that the villagers keep getting stuck on. This was my original little barn where I would take care of all my sheep and my cattle. This was the butcher's house. I'd store all my meat in here. And again, just more villager homes. This is my wool barn. Automatic wool farm. Come back here and get whatever I need. And I started dabbling a little bit with trying to make some banners here and there. We'll look at those two here in a minute. We'll quickly go to the main storage area. This is my main storage. Keeping everything at the individual locations is great because you get to visit multiple parts of your village, but I just started collecting way too much stuff. This right here, it starts out, I've got an automatic shulker box unloader, and if I don't use the shulker box, then I can just input items here. And basically this is all my bulk storage, so any stone, or anything like this. It goes down a water trail all the way around. And if it doesn't find a home by the time it reaches here, it continues going and it'll drop down to this area. And it's kind of obnoxious because it's pretty loud. Yeah. But it works good. And this is for anything like something I don't need 5 different double chests full of. I can change this out, you know, to fit my needs whenever, but I got stone stairs, stone slabs. Down here I got my mossy bits. And yeah, this is where the ship was, and I would drop down into this area. And if something makes it all the way through these chests and don't find a home, this light will come on and it'll let me know something's in here. Either that or the area that they're supposed to go is full. So yeah, this is my main storage area. Also, before I had to load up the old world, there was an automatic smelter on the side there. Got a couple more builds here in the overworld, and we'll be done with this. This right here is my church. This was a pretty early build here in the world. Got the cemetery over here. And it kind of wraps around there. We'll check out the inside of the church and then we'll go look at the crypt. Hey kitty. So this is the inside of the church. I got a little baptismal over here. Confessional booths. A little grandiose. And down here is the crypt. Got some little spooky area back here. Come down here. This is where my portal is. And this is my nether hub. Got a piglin dude here that I can trade with. And if you look, I got these rail lines that go in all 4 cardinal directions. They go like, I don't know, I think 1,000 blocks. In case I want to visit another part of the world. That'll take you south. This is where, when I trade with the piglin, all the stuff goes. This is just a little smelting area. That was a basalt farm. I've got a lot of other things in the nether, but they're, yeah, kind of ugly farms here and there. And going up here, this is my museum. Just where I put little odds and ends and stuff. Haven't finished the ceiling, but I've got a lot of tropical fish, a couple drums hanging out in there. We've got some axolotl, sea turtles. These are the armor trim that I've found so far. This is where I put my music discs I found, and my goat horns. Built a conduit in there just to kind of show it off. These are all the new archaeology pots that I've got. And these are basically just mob heads. My dragon egg. And coming around here. Just a place for different artwork. I don't have the new stuff in here yet. I did, but those ended up going away with when I had to pick my old world back up. So all that was lost in those 2 months or whatever. But I think that's about it. I do have, a couple farms, skeleton farms, zombie farms, things like that are here and there around the world, but, they're pretty basic. Haven't been decorated at all. So yeah, guys, this is my current world. I'm currently thinking about making a new Let's Play series and just starting everything over. I haven't decided if I'm going to hop on one of those train or mine carts in the Nether and just travel 8,000 blocks away, dump all my stuff off into a chest and start new, or if I'm going to just start a brand new world and go from there. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think if I should just continue building in this world in a brand new spot, or just go ahead and open up a new one. Alright guys, I appreciate your time. Bye.